So guys, I think that we can discuss the part A, additional information for the cash account. Is you guys okay?
Sure.
Yes.
So I think that Macy can start from the question number 1 first.
Okay, from the question number 1, I think that since Jalala Rashid has made a total cash withdrawal, then I think that the cash withdrawal will be on the credit side of cash account. Do you guys agree with it?
Yeah, I also have the same thought with you.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So continue with the question 2. I think that the disposal for an organ actually can increase the cash. So I think it will be the debit side for the cash account. Is you guys agree with me?
Yes, we
Yeah,
agree
I
with
also
you.
think that it should be on debit side.
And for the number 3, my opinion view is the owners should bring cash in the company, so the capital in cash account will increase on the debit side. Do you guys agree with me?
Yeah, it should be a debit side for cash account.
Yeah, I think it's true.
Based on the additional information for due to sell enterprise broadband or operational expenses, therefore the cash account will be placed on credit side. Do you guys have any view on this?
Yeah, it should be credit side.
Yeah, I also think the same way.
I also agree with you.
Then for question number 5, based on this situation, I think cash receipt should be record on the debit side because it will increase the cash. Then for the cash disbursement, I think it should be on the credit side because it will decrease the cash account. How do you guys think?
Yeah, I also think about it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
I also agree with you.
Okay, so we have done for the part A. So we can continue with the part B. So Rory can start from the section A.
Okay, let's have a look on question A. Based on the question A, depreciation of the equipment should be taken into account as an expense. However, the expense is not being recorded by the owner. Therefore, it will impact in the net income being overrated. Once the net income being overrated, the owner equity will also be overrated in the statement of financial position. What do you guys think on this?
I agree with you.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I think the same way.
I also agree with you, Rory. And I think for the statement B, I think that the unpaid salaries will cause the net income overstated and liabilities understated. This is because the salary expenses did not recorded and it will affect owner equity under overstated too. Do you guys agree with it?
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah, I
you.
totally agree with you.
I have same opinion as you.
For C, I think that based on this situation, the statement of profit or loss will be overstated because we did not record the office supplies being used as expenses. Then, in the same time, the asset in statement of profit financial position will also overstated too. This is because we did not deduct the office expenses from the office supplies. For owner equity, it will be overstated too because the net income has been overstated. What is your guys' opinion?
Yeah, I totally
I also
agree with
think
you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I will continue with the part D. I think that the owner actually already assumed that this 7,800 as the revenue. So actually it cost the net income will being overstated because the liability also will be affected as it will understated because the owner does not record this 7,800 as the unearned revenue in the liability section. Do you guys agree with this?
Yeah, I think what you say is true.
you're right.
I also agree with you. And based on the number E, I think the expired insurance will affect the net income to overstated. And this is due to insurance expense will increase expenses in net income, and the asset will increase in in the statement of financial position will be overstated, as it will affect directly in owner's equity will be overstated too, because prepared insurance will increase in its asset and the owner equity will affect by net income. So how do you guys think about my opinion with this question?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we
agree
agree
with
with
you.
you.
Yeah, I also totally agree with you.
I agree with you.
Okay, well, let's continue with the next question. In this case, I think the owner should debit the account receivable and credit the sale. However, the owner did not do so. When the sale did not being recorded, it will affect the statement of profit and loss being understated, and at the same time, net income will be always understated too. And I'm curious about what is your opinion, Royu?
Yes, I totally agree with you. Then if the owner does not record the accounts receivable, the assets will be understated in the statement of financial position. The owner equity will also be understated due to the understated in net income. What do you guys think on this?
Yes,
Yeah, I totally agree with both of you.
agree with you. And for the statement G, I think that it will affect to net income become understated and owner equity become understated too. This is because it did not record as a revenue. Do you guys agree with it?
Yeah, I also think the same.
I also
Totally
agree.
agree.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so continue with the last part, which is the part H. I think that the supplier's invoice means that the owner have purchased it and it will affect the cost of merchandise sold, overstated. And at the same time, I think that net income also will be overstated. What about SEET thing?
Yeah, I agree with what you say. And when the supplier's invoice did not being record means that we did not record the account payable in liability. This will affect the liability being understated. And in the same time, the owner equity will be overstated too. This is because the net income has been overstated. What is your guys' opinion?
I agree with both
Totally
of
agree
you.
with you.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
also agree with you.
So since we have done for the part A and part B, now we will continue with the last part, which is the part C. So Mei-Xin can start from the question number 1.
Here from the question, I think that the Lara Rashid can expect the credit period. For example, when they pay in 10 days, they will get a 3% discount. In 30 days, they will get 1% discount. And the customer will need to fulfill the payment within 60 days, which is better than other companies which com- which lets their customer to pay the payment within 30 days. Do you guys agree? How do you think, Shui?
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Mei Xing. This is because in this case, Sazala Rashid has provided a longer period for the customer who needs extra time to pay their purchases. In the same time, extend the credit term would be an attractive way to increase sales and encourage customer to pay more faster. How do you guys think?
Yeah,
I
totally with you.
think both of you are true.
Yes, I really think so.
So I will continue with the question 2. For the question 2, I think that the owner can implement a tracking system to monitor the movement of the goods from the warehouse to the customer. What do you think, Zizi?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I also think that owner can offer free shipping to the customer that purchase over the specific amount or price. And this can lead the buyer would be more willing to buy more items since they will not pay extra fee for their items. How do you think, Roy?
I also have the same thought with you. From my point of view, the Russian can also collaborate with logistic companies that are reliable to make sure that goods can be delivered to customers. This can reduce the risk of loss.
Okay, so do you guys agree with the role you say?
Yeah, I
Yes,
agree
we
with
agree.
Roy.
Okay, since we have completed the part A, B, and C, so our discussion will be end up. So thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.